Hi guys, so we're done with the Ranger now, and I'm just going to give a quick walk around and explanation of how the system goes together. This is so anyone that's interested in purchasing this system or evaluating it, because I know a few people have asked, knows roughly how the system works, what it can do, and also as a reference for the owner of this system. So I need to make a couple of things clear straight away. This install is a prototype install, so this install is not quite done the way that we would normally do it. The ECUs have been installed in a way that we can get access to them, whereas normally they would be hidden away and securely mounted. And we have reused some existing wiring that was on this truck as well. However, there's a lot of work gone into this one, and we've put more connectors in than we normally would, so we can break the harness in multiple places if there turn out to be problems. So it's not a typical install for any vehicle, let alone an install for us. So let's have a quick look round. So we start at the battery. We have 3 fuses here. We have a fuse for the bus supply, so that supplies all of the ECUs. We then have a supply for the lighting system. We have a supply for the siren system, and we have a supply for the radios. And we have our first ECU here. It is secure, but again, on a final system, it would most likely be down there on the firewall. This is our master ECU. This supplies the clocks and the polling for the entire bus. In the event this one fails, the ECU in the back under the rear seat, which I'll show you in a minute, will take over that duty. And there is a number of features of this that are not currently in use, because we found, as you do with prototypes, issues as we go along. However, obviously the system is usable and running. Under the SLAM panel here, which you can't see, or closeout panel as the Americans call it, there are connections for all of the lights, the siren and everything on the front end, including the pickup for the headlights and the pickup for the horn, which come in up here. That ECU there deals with headlights and horn, and we will wander around. Hopefully it hasn't shut down. No, it hasn't. It's a Ford, it makes lots of noises. Unfortunately, gloss screen and lots of ambient light make this quite difficult to see. But there is our control pad. I don't know how much you can see. Obviously I know you can see some things. That's in the diagnostic screen now, which is not really there for customer use, so we'll bring that out. And that's our main menu, and we come out again and we have all our controls, which I know you can see. So 999 mode turns everything on. Arrive scene mode turns off the bar and the siren. We can toggle between amber, blue or both. And then if we go into our menu, press the wrong button, if we go into more at the top, we have our lighting, we have our radio, which should come on over here. There we go. And we have our rear power as well. These currently default to off. There is a software change which I may do before this one goes out, which will allow those to be memory items, so they will retain their last state. We wander around to the back. Yes, we've got another interesting vehicle there. Underneath the back seat we have another ECU. You can see these ones have lights on because they're not exposed to the elements. This is the control for the siren, so that runs the siren, the horn ring and ball horns. It also provides power for the radio, and that's all switched there. That is our secondary ECU, so that one will take over in the event of a fault on the front. Walking around, these I have to crawl into the back here. In the back we have the ECU that runs the back, so this runs everything in the rear tub. The communications for and power for this come in over a single cable, so the only connection to this is that cable, and then everything is broken out from here, which was part of the ethos of this system, that you only needed to run one cable for the entire control system and then obviously run your devices off. We have an auxiliary 12 volt and USB connection there, and then we have a connection out there for the light bar, which is removable, and we have some 3D printed spacers in there to deal with not only the broken latch on the window, but allows the light bar to feed through and keep everything watertight. Oh, I'm just reaching over to check a couple of things. we have side pods in the rear as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this vehicle. In terms of using it, sorry, you're looking at the floor. I will run through the customer how to use the control panel. But the control panel is completely touchscreen driven, has various memory settings and things, so it's nice and friendly and easy to use. Anyway, I'm going to stop now because I want to do a quick change on the software and then get this off to the customer.